We're gonna get through this.
Some issues with his taxes for the year 2017. The government checked his tax return and found a problem. So they informed him about it on February of about $14 million that he says he paid for legal.
Persona is money, 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 and you don't get paid. Well, that's exactly what it is for employees of Floyd Mayweather. Employees of his Los Angeles.
Mayweather appeared emotional as reports surfaced claiming he owes $500 million to the IRS, and in a shaky voice he said, "We are going to get through this," acknowledging the overwhelming pressure the once boastful champion now faces a financial battle tougher than any opponent he ever fought in the ring.
That's
Floyd Mayweather insists to the IRS that he has paid his debts, but official records tell a different story, with the agency maintaining that he still owes a significant amount, contradicting his claims. Despite public denial, unresolved tax issues continue to follow the boxer, casting doubt on his financial transparency and responsibility.
The government checked his tax return and found a problem. So they informed him about it on February 2nd, 2022. He claimed a big expense of about $14 million that he says he paid for legal expenses. The government didn't agree with this expense and said it was a lie. So they said he owed about $5.5 million more in taxes because of it. They also said he had to pay an additional $1.1 million in penalties for making mistakes on his tax return. That was how Floyd got KO'd into the hot water with the tax authorities. Comment on the word "free" below this video and I'll send you access to a free call where you can discuss your tax situation with the most experienced attorney and get the best possible recommendations in a few minutes. Make sure you're following so you can
Floyd money mindset. Mayweather has always taken a different approach to money than most people. Instead of putting money aside for the future, he has publicly expressed the belief that money is meant to be spent, not saved. He has talked about finding happiness in the simpler times before wealth and fame took over his life. For Mayweather, the thrill is not in holding on to money, it is in using it to enjoy the moment. This mindset has shaped much of his lifestyle and public image, where enjoying the finer things is more important than planning ahead.
Why not? You can't take it with you. I mean, there's no Brent trucks pulling up at no funeral home. So, I mean, you gotta be able to enjoy your money, but make your money work for you.
Can't play the seize the day, live every day.
Absolutely.
That's Floyd Mayweather's strategy.
My strategy is I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, no matter how you look at it. Just because I may wear a diamond necklace or a big diamond ring, because another guy he wear a ring on his ring finger, and he's no better than I am. He's doing the same thing I'm doing, but he's just sweeping his dirt under the rug, and mine is out in the open.
Money doesn't make people happy, but you've got a hell of a lot of it. And are you happy?
Am I happy? Absolutely. I'm happy because my children are happy. I'm happy because my mom is happy. I'm not happy because of the money.
In recent times, Mayweather has been seen living in rented luxury mansions, some of which he reportedly does not even stay in for long. These properties are often chosen for their grand appearance rather than necessity. Many people close to the industry believe this is less about comfort and more about keeping up appearances. Instead of investing in homes for long-term stability, he seems more focused on using these rentals to project a certain image, one of unstoppable wealth and luxury.
To lease an apartment in Midtown Manhattan, he's going to be paying $100,000 per month for this place. Here's the apartment, you guys. It's got 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 4,000 square feet, and the place is pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. The description says that this is a double unit and it is a corner unit, so you got a ton of natural light in here. Do you think this place is worth $100,000 per month? Why would Floyd spend $100,000 a month on this apartment? If I had to guess, it would be a combination of owning something is just kind of a liability. Plus, I'm pretty sure whenever you rent a place versus buy a place for business purposes, you're able to write off more of that lease payment. So
Floyd Mayweather has always craved being at the center of attention, and when comparisons are drawn between him and other fighters, especially from different sports, he does not always take it well. For instance, when someone suggested that UFC fighter Conor McGregor might be the Mayweather of MMA, Floyd appeared bothered and dismissed the idea quickly. This moment gave fans a glimpse into his competitive side, not just inside the ring, but also in terms of fame and public recognition. It showed that he wants to be seen as the ultimate standard, even beyond his own sport.
Floyd Mayweather's like the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, the UFC.
I didn't know Conor McGregor was undefeated, but I didn't know that he had a reign in MMA for 20 years and undefeated. and was world champion in 5 different weight classes. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys telling me something new. If you say he's a Floyd Mayweather of the MMA.
Well, do you know?
I mean, if you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I'm trying to find out. Have you ever made 300 million in one night? Have you ever made 100 million in one night? Have you ever made 70 million in one night? So, as far as trying to say that he's the Floyd Mayweather of MMA, I mean, it's okay to just to say it, but it's not true. A living legend. You know, I gave just for the boxing. I gave years and years of hard work. It was blood, sweat, and tears. Had a tremendous team. Had a tremendous run. I think that it's time for Conor McGregor need to go out there and do what he do. But never compare Conor McGregor to me. That's a total disrespect.
Well,
I mean, once again, I'm an elephant. Elephant don't beef with ants. You know, elephant is so large.
Mike Tyson once spoke candidly about Floyd's attitude, suggesting that he may be too absorbed in himself. Tyson pointed out that Mayweather's constant boasting about money could make him look out of touch, especially during times when many people are struggling financially. While some might see Mayweather's confidence as earned, others view it as an over-the-top display that lacks humility. Tyson's words reflect a broader opinion among fans and fellow athletes who believe Floyd's showy behavior may not be as impressive as it once seemed.
You, in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seems to be going through some stuff like me right now, you know, like realizing no one's his friend and everybody's probably, even though I even hate to say it, because maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, you know, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world, you know. It's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale, so he's gonna realize what life is all about, what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them, and sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have. You know, sometimes we want to have glorious, glamorous friends. To
defend his lavish lifestyle, Mayweather often reminds people that he came from humble beginnings. According to him, he worked hard to reach his level of success, and believes he deserves to enjoy the rewards. In his view, flashy cars, expensive watches, and huge homes are symbols of triumph. He does not see them as arrogance, but as a way to inspire others who also come from tough circumstances. For Floyd, the story is simple: if he made it from nothing, others can too.
Business entities. This allows them to pay less tax while also having protection against lawsuits personally. In this case, Tyga and Floyd used a watch broker and some upfront cash to make the deal go through. But as the days passed, no payment was made on the balance that was due, and even their agent admitted they owed $4 million. So what these two did is they signed and paid using a business, and then before paying the full amount, gifted it to themselves on behalf of the business that bought it. Therefore, the broker—
Mayweather once compared his earnings to those of fellow boxer Anthony Joshua, claiming that he made more money at events without needing huge crowds. This comment, while possibly true, seemed to carry a defensive tone. It reflected his constant need to remind others of his financial superiority. While bragging about wealth has been part of Mayweather's brand for years, such comparisons can sometimes come across as unnecessary, especially when critics already question the sustainability of his finances.
Broker can't go after Floyd or Tyga because they didn't buy it from them personally. A business that they may control bought it and then gifted it to them, but in this sense is completely separate. But what they did is how the rich get richer. Us in our daily lives have no protection from lawsuits, but as soon as you use a business, the laws completely change. So I'm not saying you should do this or that they'll even get away with this, but it's definitely an interesting way to get expensive jewelry.
Recently, Floyd faced backlash from his own gym staff in Los Angeles. Several employees claimed that they had not been paid in weeks, and some even protested outside the gym to demand their earnings. For someone who presents himself as a successful businessman, such incidents can seriously damage credibility. Fans and critics alike were left wondering how someone who talks so much about wealth could fail to meet basic responsibilities toward his employees.
Because he talks about his money a lot, so he compared, like, I guess, his fight with Pacquiao to Anthony Joshua, and he was saying, like, basically they didn't need 100,000 or 90,000 people to do X amount of dollars. Here, I'm gonna let you listen to it. Here's what he had to say verbatim. Here's what Floyd said about Anthony Joshua.
Talk about that. I was in the Guinness Book of World Record for breaking all the records. You didn't tell him that?
Of course you have.
for generating billions in the sport of boxing, or having the fastest sellout crowd.
But
those guys done. And I was watching a fight when I was at my Miami house. I was at my Miami home. I was watching a fight with Klitschko and the guy.
Despite his global fame and financial success, recent developments have started to crack the polished image Mayweather has built. Mounting reports of unpaid debts, legal disputes, and questionable financial decisions paint a less stable picture than before. What was once seen as unshakable confidence now appears to some as denial.
He has no money.
All right.
The money team
I had to deal with unsurety. I had to deal with conflict with my now wife because of me not figuring out where I'm gonna do, where am I gonna get money from to pay my bills? Like this is insanity, man. Like we've had like members come here and try to offer us like, you know, we can help you out here, we can give you money, or people gave us Chick-fil-A cards that we could try to eat food. Like this. Fairness is fair, man. You gotta pay what's due. This is about more than just like pay at this point. It's like, come on.
You're good. Thank you.
How you doing? On my end, they love a community activist and a former trainer here at Mayweather Boxing and Fitness in Hollywood. We're out here today because we're spreading awareness around inhumane conditions that are taking.
One thing Mayweather takes pride in is encouraging his children to build on his success. He has spoken about wanting them to be independent and run businesses of their own. Over the years, Floyd has launched several ventures, including his promotional company and the TMT, the Money Team brand.
As denial. Imagine working for someone whose whole persona is money, 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 and you don't get paid. Well, that's exactly what it is for employees of Floyd Mayweather. Employees of his Los Angeles gym accused Floyd Mayweather of bankruptcy after failing to pay them. I mean, he's still buying stuff. Portfolio valued at $10 billion, including 18 office buildings spanning. I mean, he can do all this, but he can't pay his employees' salaries? $10 billion portfolio, 18 office buildings spanning 10 million square feet. Like what? Another deal he finalized with a 20 million property in Manhattan. Financial troubles. Despite these high-profile purchases, allegations of unpaid wages at Mayweather's Los Angeles, employees claim that they haven't received paychecks, prompting a public protest outside the facility on Highland Avenue. One protester held a sign accusing Mayweather of modern-day slavery, while another noted that the Money Team has no money. Even if you work for a different company and if you ain't getting paid, you're scared to show up and say something because you know how businesses do. They silence you and they fire you. The employees alleged violations of California Labor Code 210, which mandates penalties for late wages. First-time violations can include fines between $100 to $200 and unpaid wages beyond the 30 days entitled work to a full day pay for every day delayed. That is crazy. Money Team ain't got no money. Apparently it's not the first time too. They had one in Elk Grove and it closed down because the landlord sued for a non-payment of $30,000 in rent. Now the LA gym facing closure. Employees.
In late 2024, Mayweather announced he had purchased a massive real estate portfolio worth over $400 million. The buildings, located in Upper Manhattan, included hundreds of affordable housing units. He claimed full ownership, insisting he had no financial partners. While this move might suggest smart investing, critics were quick to point out that he made the purchase despite facing significant debts. For some, this was another example of style over substance, spending big for headlines rather than financial stability.
Getting a check. I get a check from Floyd, but I want to push you. Have your own business while you traveling the world with me and we laughing, we kicking and we joking. You got a company where you're making money also. So if something go wrong and you're not with me no more, you don't have nothing bad to say about me because I put you in a position to become an entrepreneur.
Mayweather's name recently came up in an unexpected lawsuit involving stolen jewelry, although it was not proven that he personally committed the theft. Being linked to the case raised serious concerns. Accusations like these add fuel to the fire of critics who believe he is trying to maintain a lifestyle that may no longer be affordable. It also weakened his image as a successful businessman, especially when combined with other financial troubles.
Turning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him.
Another controversy involved a failed deal between Mayweather rapper Tyga and a jewelry broker. The trio reportedly bought luxury items from a well-known Miami jeweler, but failed to pay the full amount. These kinds of incidents, while seemingly small in isolation, paint a larger picture of financial mismanagement. They suggest a pattern of overcommitting and underdelivering, which continues to harm Mayweather's financial reputation. As time goes on, more and more financial troubles from Mayweather's past are beginning to surface. Reports claim that several debts he once ignored or delayed are now catching up with him. From unpaid taxes to unsettled business deals, these issues are stacking up fast. His past belief in spending freely without much concern for saving or planning now seems to be backfiring.
Wow. So apparently it's over some stolen jewelry and, or at least allegedly, and the entire story is pretty crazy, and the fact that they're calling it RICO was pretty wild as well, because apparently there was some type of, at least what is being alleged, some type of scheme set up and ran by these celebrities in order to get away with taking free jewelry off of jewelers. So yeah, seems.
Alright everyone, stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events and stories. Subscribe to Glovelard and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.